Borderlands 4 just released. I've been playing for the past 2 weeks, and shout out to 2K for early access. During that time, I've been developing a super build that goes in and wrecks everything, and a big part of Borderlands and the series is vault bosses. One of these primordial guardians is Inceptus, and I'm going to show you how you can go in and insta-kill him. I'll also show you the steps to get into this vault and where these 3 vault fragments are located. You have to collect these to form a key to be able to open the vault and get in. Now let me show you what it looks like when you insta-kill this vault boss. And when I say insta-kill, I don't mean a one-shot with 1 bullet. This build will do a one-shot on most bosses, but not this vault boss. He's a little too tanky. When I say insta-kill, what I mean is that the build is so powerful that you can walk in and kill these bosses in seconds. It bypasses all the stages and all the phases of the boss fight. They can't throw attacks at you, they can't go into immunity, and they can't do any of their boss fight animations. So right here, I have unloaded on this vault boss, and I'll show you what his animation normally looks like when you don't insta-kill him like this, but I wiped out his shield and his health instantly. Also, I've talked about the new animation and indicator when you are doing serious damage to a boss. The health bar will now shake and distort, and it will say like oof or something like that, and I call it the oof build when you have a really powerful build. With him, I hit him so hard that when his shield bar was depleting, it said painful on it. He does do oof as well, but that time he did painful. And now here's the example of when you don't do enough damage to him and you don't insta-kill him. He will do a cocoon phase, and the floor is now hazardous, and you need to jump around on these pods to stay alive. I've come in and farmed him and fought him a lot, and he likes to cocoon really fast, so if you are bypassing that, you are absolutely f***ing him up. Also, the slower you are to kill him, the more he will cocoon. He'll do that multiple times and throw attacks all over the floor. This boss dropped a lot of legendary for me when I was farming, and the one that repeated the most and seems like it could be his dedicated drop is a Tediore shotgun called Husky. He also dropped multiples of a Malawan shield called Extra Medium. I don't know if that's dedicated, but it showed up a lot. To insta-kill this vault boss, I'm using 4 weapons, my rep kit, and my action skill, and that's all. I do have a ground slam that gives me more power, but it made me so vulnerable in that boss fight I couldn't use it, and I was surprised I was still able to kill him so fast without it. So the 4 weapons are Vladoff SMGs, and all of them have the alt fire of taser, and that's all I use. It's an underbarrel, and I switch to the taser and just unload all the tasers in him, and then that's it, he's done. That was 1 weapon in 1 slot. Here's the other 3, and one thing I make sure to check for is that they have at least 3 charges in them. You can find them with 1 and 2, and if that's all you can get your hands on, definitely use it. They're still super powerful. My green and blue rarity have 3 charges, my purple has 4 charges. The rep kit I use for this is the one I use for my one-shot build that I showed you for Idolator Salt and many of the other bosses, but this is a purple rarity. It's a Tediore standard amplified pocket dock. What you're looking for is this amp ability. On use, grants increased damage of the next shot by plus 200%. You hit that with a crit, it is lights out. For my class mod for Siren, I did find one that is a purple rarity. It's got plus 32% submachine gun damage, and all of the Vladoffs are submachine guns, then plus 7% gun critical hit chance. This next one makes all the difference. It's an enhancement for Vladoff, and these are Vladoff weapons. It's stabbing fast-handed dog of war, and it says underdog. Guns with Vladoff licensed parts gain plus 50% underbarrel damage. I'm also getting plus 18% gun damage and 36% gun accuracy. I feel like all Vault Hunters could have a skill tree developed around these guns and be successful, and I'll show you what I have for Vex. In previous videos, I've gone over every single detail about everything I have on this skill tree, so I'm not going to do that here. I'll just hover over it so you can see what it is. But basically, I looked for everything that gave me gun damage, critical hit damage, elemental damage, and shock damage. I use the red tree that gives me the cat. Just love having the cat. It's amazing. And then at the bottom center, that's going to give me some elemental damage, and then you'll get the shock enhancements on the bottom right. Earlier in the video, I talked about how I use my action skill for these boss fights, and that's because when I activate it, I get a lot of damage buffs. So now let me show you how you find these vault fragments. You can form a key so you can get into this boss fight. For Borderlands 4 and the map, there are 4 major sections, and we're going to be focused on the bottom section. It's all green and it's the grasslands. This is where you're going to find 3 vault key fragments. The way the game is designed is for you to hunt them down and find them, and the way you locate them is you have to first locate these order silos that you go to and capture. There are 3 of them to match each of the vault key fragments. There's 2 ways to locate the silos. One is you're running around and you're uncovering the map, and if you have the silos checked on the legend to show, it will pop up if you're in close enough proximity. Once I uncovered one silo, it was easy to find the rest, even if they weren't revealed on the map, because once you capture one of these, it opens up a giant circular vault and a big balloon comes out with a zip cord. And if you look on the map, you can see those giant balloon circular vaults on the ground, and then you can easily go to them and locate the silo nearby. For some of these locations, you're going to want the Echo 4 to guide you. You just hit up on the D-pad if you're on controller, and it will shoot a line to where you need to go, and sometimes you have to use it because these silos can be hidden. Once you activate and capture a silo, this is now a fast travel area for you, so that's really useful. And also it will raise the balloon out of the ground, and you can use that zip line and it will throw you in the direction of where the vault key fragment is. You'll also notice on the right there is a detector to let you know when you're getting close to that vault key fragment. That bar will reach 4 bars, letting you know you are in close proximity. Another thing that's helpful is go into your map, go into your legend, and hide everything except for the vault key fragment under the collectibles. When you're close enough on the map, this thing will pop up. Also, you do not have to activate these silos to pick up the vault key fragments. You can just go and get them. Here's the map showing where all 3 fragments are that you have to go and pick up. And then here's what the area looks like when you go pick them up. Some of them are hidden. This one you have to pull a grate with the grapple to enter, and the fragment will be inside. This next one is on the left side of the map if you're looking at the map, and it's going to be up inside of a cave. This last one is on the very bottom left of the map at Steel Shore. It's around the back, and you just pick it up off this box. And this is all you need to form the key and unlock the vault location to enter it. And this vault is located on the right side of the grasslands. And in your map and in the legend, you can make sure that vault entrance is highlighted. That will help you locate it. Once you get close to it, you're going to get that indicator on the right, and that bar will reach 4 when you're really close by. You can slam that key in and the vault will materialize and you can enter. And when you go in there, you're not just like thrown into the boss fight arena. You have to go through waves of enemies first. You have to use the launch pad to get to the different islands to find your way to the boss fight arena. And some of these islands have enemies that you do have to defeat before the launch pad will light up. If you have this build with the tasers, this is going to be super easy, and once you reach the island that has vending machines, you know you're about to go in. Once you finish the boss fight, you are going to use the purple orb and grapple out. It's going to put you in a new section, and you're going to consume this orb. It's going to give you faster gliding regeneration. Once you consume this orb, it's gone. If you come back and fight the boss again, it won't be there, but these 2 red chests will. These will respawn and refresh if you go and purchase to replay this boss fight. You grapple the purple orb and you're going to teleport back to the vending machines, and now you're going to see a Moxie Big Encore where you can purchase. And the cost of this boss fight is going to be based on the level that you're at. I was around 35 plus and it was costing me 28,000 every time. Also, you might want to know what happens if you completely leave the vault area and you want to come back and fight the boss. How do you get here? Do you have to go through all the islands and fight all the enemies again to get to the island with the vending machines to enter? And the answer is yes and no. When you come back in here, you will be at the very beginning, but you're not fighting a ton of enemies. There will only be 1 enemy per island, and you don't have to kill them to activate the launch pads. They will be already lit up and you can just take them and avoid the enemy. In my next 2 videos, I'm going to show you how to deal with the Ripper Queen and also Vile Lictor, and those bosses are at the same level as Idolator Saul. This is a one-shot for Idolator Saul, so I'll show you how it works on these other 2 bosses. I'll also have videos coming on the other vault boss monsters and how all that works out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you next video.